Hi guys, Raven here. This video is about the 2020 census. I did mine over the phone. I called them and I had mine done over the phone because for a couple reasons. One, it's the fastest way to get everything done. Rather than mailing it in and wondering how long that's going to take. Or doing it online, I could have done it, chose to do it that way. But the reason why I chose to do it over the phone is because, one, my information would have got there quicker. Two, whatever questions that you may have, they'll answer it, for you. And the survey rather takes about 10 minutes. Mine didn't seem like it took that long. It looked like it was done in a matter of about 6-7 minutes, but I didn't time it. But I guess they're saying 10 minutes because it's on average. But especially if it's only one person living alone, which is me. They don't need, there's no need for information on a second, third, fourth, or however many people are in your household. They like to have this information by April 1st. Is that the deadline? I don't know. But I asked that question. I said, when is the deadline for all this? And they said, well, they would like to get the information as soon as possible. Now, today it's March 16th, which you can tell by the, at the bottom of the screen here. So, that's less than, that's about 2 weeks away, 15 days. Obviously, with this virus that's going on and everything, I thought it would probably be better to do it on the phone. What will happen if you just ignore this is that they would send you another letter in the mail. And if that goes ignored, then they would send an interviewer to your house. They can, get the information they need. I'm pretty sure sovereign citizens don't care about it because they're going to say they're not in their jurisdiction. I wonder how this census thing's going to work out for them. Since they think we live in Morocco, which everybody knows in reality and not in land of make-believe, that we are in the United States of America. That's the country we live in. Depending on where you're from, but I'm here from the United States. So, I just wonder how that census would work with the sovereign citizens. So that, well, you're not going to get this information out of me. You don't have the jurisdiction, blah, blah, blah. So, I would like to see a sovereign citizen actually, what's the word that I'm looking for? Defy the census, completely ignore it, just totally defy the government laws. Well, I mean, they're defying the government laws by saying they have a right to travel when they're driving in a car, that they don't need a license. Well, yeah, you don't need a license to travel, but you need a license to operate that vehicle. If you're the one that's holding that steering wheel, you need to have a license to do that. Whether you're driving, traveling, doesn't matter. You still need a license to operate it. But you can't tell the knuckleheads that. They're going to go and do what they want anyway, because that's how they are. The laws don't apply to them. So I wonder how they would deal with the census. This is a thing that's done every 10 years. I don't get it, though. Why every 10 years? If they want to keep track with the population and stuff, wouldn't it be something that should be done every year? Just saying. So, got my census done. Did that over the phone. Don't have to worry about filling out the envelope. Called a friend of mine out, I don't need him to help me with that. This was my third time that I've had to do a census. The first time was in the year 2000, when I was on my own for the first time, over a full year at that point. Well, no, it was my first time being out on my own, because I moved down in January of 2000 from my parents, and I moved into my first apartment. So, my mom didn't want me to go up, for my disability reasons, but the fact that me and my dad couldn't get along, we were like two bulls in a bind trying to stop. We were always butting heads, so I don't think there's a roof that can hold the both of us. Given, plus my dad's lifestyle with doing his thing, drugs and alcohol, that's his thing. It's not something I want part of. He knows he can call me, but as far as having a close relationship that we once had, that's not going to happen until he decides to give everything up cold turkey. He's losing his eyesight, which is something that happened to his dad, but the difference there is his dad lived to be 96 rather, and he was blind like for the last, I want to say 15 years of his life, and that which would have meant when he's around 81. My dad's not even 60 yet, and he's already having vision issues. Vision issues is something I have. Hearing issues is something I have, which is why when I listen to or watch videos, I have to wear these headphones. But I like them. I mean, it's not an inconvenience to wear the headphones. I use it for gaming as well, so. So anyway, this was going to be a short video. Talking about the 2020 census. I just really wonder how sovereign citizens are going to deal with that, because we have, especially the Moors, saying that, our government and courts and all that stuff have no jurisdiction over them. I just wonder. That would be an interesting video to see, that, but we'll see. Are they going to follow the rules and go by it? Or maybe when the time comes to where they just blatantly ignore those mails, where the interviewer comes knocking on their door and tell them that, you don't have a right to be here. You don't have a right to get any information from me, blah, blah, blah. So, stay tuned for that. So with that, I'm going to end the video here. So have a good rest of your Monday, wherever you are. I hope you're healthy. If you have any loved ones who need checking on, given this virus that we're dealing with, check on them. Stay in touch with your family members. So I will see you on the next video. Peace.